Ladies, gentlemen, and all, this is Odeko, and welcome back to Kaizen. So we continue on our quest to clean up some of these old solutions. Now that I'm in Chapter 3 and these are getting a little more complicated, I think the ones that, something like this, I'm pretty pleased with this solution. Maybe I could get the cost down. Maybe I could figure out how to save one more turn. But that one doesn't interest me quite as much. Whereas I would say that my rule of thumb is going to be if I'm below sort of the peak on the histogram. I mean, if I have a worse score than the peak on the histogram, then I probably am going to dip into it. Pocket calculator, for example, that I need to save probably. I could save one or two more turns on that one. But looking at some of these other handheld game, maybe I could cut down a second. Not as interested in that one. Pretty pleased on personal computer. Again, cost maybe I could cut down. Camcorder I'd like to cut down. I would just kind of looking at these. For example, rice cooker. This is example one I definitely want to revisit. So I think we'll revisit that one today. This one maybe I'll take a look. Bet I could do better on area. Yeah. Oh, okay. Definitely could do a lot better on time when it comes to coffee maker. But cool. Let's jump into it. Let's try and see if we can fix time on pocket calculator. So what do we do here? This is a very nudge-heavy solution that I've come up with. Yeah, nothing's going on here. So we want a better time solution. I mean, okay, here's one. Here you go. Can we do that? So that did get time better. And it got area better. I don't know how I did that. Because it didn't extend up beyond this plane, so it didn't add that whole extra area there. Can we do time a little better? I'm pretty pleased with this so far. I mean, what can we do? Yeah, because if we... trying to think what the... how to get one more second. Because if there was something to push this down, then these two wouldn't be connected. Unless... what I could do, because again, optimizing for time at this point, slide all these over one, put another welder in. This nudge doesn't matter. Have this go too. Yeah, and instead of waiting for all this nonsense, then we have we just add another arm here. And have that do a nudge at some point. There we go. Gets it down. There we go, minimum time. Let's take a look at that one. Looks pretty good. Could try and do a lower cost. Let's try do a lower cost. I've gotten minimum time, so I don't have to worry about all that. Let's start from scratch and try and do a lower cost. So I think we want 2 riveters. I just call this part, regardless of whether it's the welder or the riveter, I just call them riveters. We're going to have to be okay with that. Okay, so this is optimizing for cost. So it's not going to be the most efficient that anyone's ever seen. We're going to have to be okay with that. So extend that out, retract back, no grab. I think one thing I want to do, actually, hold on. No, I think it makes more sense to do it this way. Again, have to reassure myself, optimizing for cost. It's okay if it's not efficient. So if that goes here, I don't know, it could pick up things in transit. It's a useful tip to remember. This is so bad. Oh, this is painful. This is absolutely. I think this is going to be one of the most ridiculous solutions in terms of just like completely inefficient. All right. So we're going to grab this. Nope. Bring it down. And nudge. And then repeat that one. Oh gosh. So this needs to be positive. There we go. And then one of these. And then, oh my gosh. So I have to do, I was going to say it's okay if it pushes the block up, but that's not really okay because then another block will spawn in its place. I think it is easier if I just go around it. Oh. then retract. I guess I can use my pickup block in transit tech. By just doing a -3. Make me feel slightly better about things. Really, not really. Just a little bit more efficient. Okay. And then copy all this again. So it's nudge, retract, nudge, retract. Nudge, retract. And then 2 forward. There you go, minimum cost. 29 steps instead of 5. Hey, it's minimum area too. That's embarrassing. I wasn't even trying to optimize for that. I mean, it does make sense when you do minimum cost that it would also come up to minimum area, because it's kind of like it's using the fewest number of tools, and you're not doing anything fancy with how you're moving it, so it's pretty sad. Anyway, it's pretty. Oh, didn't mean to click on it. It's pretty sad until you look at my beautiful histograms, totally maximized. Hope you're enjoying the episode. Thanks for dropping by. I'm trying to get the channel off the ground, so I'm still at the point where every single like and subscribe helps. Thanks a lot. What was the other one I wanted to look at? I wanted to look at Camcorder. Time and area are the two that I would like to get down. Time especially. Time's the one that feels the best when you... It feels like you've truly mastered it if you get it in a really short time, even if it requires a lot of, like, parts to do so. How do I do this? So drill. So all those parts get put on. I already see something I can do for area. I think I'll start there. I don't need this step anymore. Do that, and then -1. Nope. Never mind about the area. Go back here. Let's do... Okay, so I want to optimize for area first. So, not Not the cheapest, and in fact, incredibly expensive, but optimized for area. So we do B. Oh, I don't need any of this. So yeah, so we just do B, C, D, and E. No, we don't need. So all that. Then retract. Could I? A silly question. So here's the cassette. Oh, hold on. I just saw this spot. I missed this before. This makes it a lot easier. The only complexity is it's a little awkward to get it in one go. Because it needs to move 4, and obviously this does not do that. So it only gets it that far. But hold on, we're just trying to optimize for time. No, that won't work. Because if I push the rest of the casing towards it, then it won't be underneath the riveter anymore. Can I do this? No, I can't move at the same time. I think that does optimize for area. No, it's the same. Same area, same time. Worst cost. So bad all around. What did we do? Well, here we go. I mean, we have ways of optimizing for area. Not the most attractive ways, but no, that doesn't work either. All right, here. There we go. So that's minimum area. So minimum area has been achieved. Now my only quest is time. So how do we get this down to 3? think I know. I think I know what we're doing. Can make this longer. So like that, and then retract like that. Still just haven't figured out how I'm gonna do. Okay, I think I know. No, it's not. Doesn't quite work. Because if I do B, oh no, that's fine. And then just one more. There we go. 3. Beautiful. Cool, very happy with that. Now 2 is crazy. I have no idea how people did 2. Cool, happy with a lot of these, I think. Let's keep going. Rice cooker. This one, this is bad. How did I do so badly on this? This is bad across the board. Everything's bad. Nothing is salvageable. Let's end with rice cooker. Because the fixing rice cooker will be my final boss today. Let's try and fix some of the other home appliances first. Coffee maker, I could definitely do better when it comes to time. Okay. Why is this so slow? It does everything one at a time. Yeah, this is... And then does this one at a time. Oh my god. Yeah, that's really bad. I mean, one thing we could do first is just get rid of this nonsense. This is probably it. It's probably silly to try and fix this solution, honestly. I do have a pretty good idea of what I want to fix here. So here I want both C... Where's this? Here. Okay, I want both C and A to go down. By 1. And then I want... Oh wait, no grab. And then I want both of them to push out 3. So there, that gets both of those out. And then, oh shoot. This is C. Like that. Now we need this to be C. Go like that. And now both of these get pushed out simultaneously. There we go. That doesn't matter. None of these matter. B matters, but... We don't need that. 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 Oh, none of the... Okay. I do need to fix that. These need to weld better. So this isn't a situation where this should be 2. Why doesn't it like that? Oh, because it's viewing into the future. It knows that's coming. What I could do, because I'm trying to optimize for time, could do that. That was the same time? Seriously? I thought that was better. How did that... Time 23. What the heck? That is better. Why? I don't know. It didn't give me credit for being better, but yeah. Okay, that was a lot better. Okay, now what is the? I still don't think that's like ideal. But yeah, before I was way out on the right hand side there. So that's getting closer. I still have room to go, I think. So what do I got? So that does all that. Yeah, if I put yellow above the glass, it makes the first step faster, but it doesn't. Then it makes this step slower, so that doesn't help. So that order's fine. That's fine. The other thing I could do to save on time, take this, put a riveter here. Then I can get rid of that one here. Get rid of this. Saves a step. So we just need to make this 2. Nope, never mind. Doesn't work. I thought it was the bottom 2 layers that weren't connected, but it's 1 layer up, so that does not work. Never mind. On all that. Yeah, what step here is inefficient? Because all of this has to be pulled out of the parts pile one by one. So it's, I mean, that's, all that stuff's not going to be great to begin with. Yeah, I'd just like to save like one more step somewhere. Be nice. This seems so inefficient. Oh, you know what? Here we go. Save one more step somewhere. Oh, no. Yet again, the the random extra arms getting added. Why does it not like that? Yeah. Saved one more step. I mean, it's, yeah, still not ideal. Still wish I were closer to the peak. But I don't want to stare at that one for too long. I bet part of the issue is I probably should just started from scratch on that one, but not the end of the world. Get the area down on color TV. Hey, there's an easy win here. Area is often the one that like stands out the most of what the problem is. Yeah, I mean, well, this is easy. This could be down one. And then just have DB 4. Yeah, there was just an extra gap there for no reason. There we go. Perfect area. Like I said, easy win. Time's perfect. Cost went down too. Very nice. I'm not going to spend too much time there. 2 out of 3 are perfect. Let's do bidet area. Time, if we can see something obvious for time, that'd be nice too. Does it make sense to try and do this simultaneously? then do... This doesn't save any time to flip it back this way. That's the same. Just change... Oh, didn't mean to back out. Change the order of everything. Okay, let's think about area first. Well, actually, you know what? Area is very easy. If I don't care about so let's do copy solution. There you go. Okay. So we just do this and we just do one of these. There we go. Oh, we don't need these either. Oh, this will also get time down. Oh, that... Because I did the order differently now. It does have... Okay, so I do need to do a slight tweak here. Okay, while this is happening, a retracts one and then extends one. Okay, so this won't do anything for time. But it made area better. I don't know why it doesn't show up that my area improved. Because, yeah, area was 357. Maybe because I go to a new solution. But yeah, area was better. All right, hold on. I know what to do here, I think. No, wait. No, that doesn't work. Never mind all that. Okay, I think I know what I want to do. Don't care about any of that. Nope. Flip that. Flip that. The nozzle is not symmetrical, so we do need D. at the start to flip and then retract. But this will get it done in short time, short area. Oh no, it doesn't like that. Oh, I'm going to use my new famous... That's upside down? Why is that upside down? Oh, yeah, because this... Right, because it... I don't need any of that. For some reason in my brain, I didn't realize I was flipping it twice. Yep. Yeah, so that cost still isn't good, but okay, so area, and that got the time down very nicely. Apparently you can get it even shorter than that. My one question is, if these were just cutters, okay, let me look at this again. So this was cost of 50. Okay, so this is the same, right? Okay, got it. So let's look at the, yeah, cost. I'm pretty close to the minimum. Area, I'm pretty close to the minimum. Time, pretty close to the minimum. Happy with all those. Just gonna peek ahead here, see what else. Like I said, rice cooker I was going to use for my final boss for this episode. So see if there are any other egregious ones that I might like to optimize. Jogging shorts probably could. I'm relatively happy with that one. Handbag happy with. Spring dress I can improve the time on. Motor scooter for the final challenge. I was pretty happy with how that one came out. Decently happy with that. Happy with that. Decently happy with that. I think the ones I'd like to improve claw machine. I'd like to get the time better on spring dress. Jogging shorts. And finally rice cooker. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I will, I think I'll probably call it there. Let's look at jogging shorts. So it is cost and area where I'm not doing well. Area in particular. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it definitely doesn't need to do all that. I don't know what. Yeah. I don't need to swing it all the way across there. I'm going to put that there. Gonna put that there. Gonna it doesn't need to do any of this, I don't think. It just needs to retract without grab. Okay, so if we just give D like a tiny bit more track, and then it goes down. Doesn't need to do that. Just needs to go down one more. Oh no. Right, okay. I forgot why I was doing that. Yeah. Let me undo all that. I figured out I didn't understand why I did all that nonsense, but I have to bring it over to these two pieces together. That's right. Got it. So what's a better way to weld those two together? One thing I could do, here's an idea. Put this here. Put this here. No. You know what I'm thinking? Here's what I'm thinking. I think I might be doing this from the wrong direction. After staring at that. I want to start like this. I believe. Gonna have to. You can't nudge, can you? When it's fully extended? No, you can't. I love the nudge. Okay, got that. Yeah, definitely trying to optimize for area right here. So I think this is going to be kind of an interesting solution, but I think this makes more sense. Okay. So flip, drag, reverse these two. Actually, you know what? Just do oh. No, that doesn't work because the logo's on the wrong side. And the pockets. So I get those in the right position. We're gonna need tracks for these. This is gonna need space. Okay. We're gonna need a riveter there. Okay. So now A go down. Oh. Wrong ways. Probably makes sense to move these one down. Do something like that. Are these cuffs? These cuffs are symmetrical, so I could do... could do this. If I flip this, what happens? I think that's fine. And then flip it back. Yeah, I think that actually is fine. it's not yeah, not giving me any issues there. So yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's the best way to do that. Cool. So then A goes down. B also, gonna need B to go down. Okay, and then they're gonna come back up. Oh, wrong way. Oh, okay, so here's what I need to do first. It's not ideal for timing. B needs to... So here's what we're gonna do. So A pushes 2. Then instead of retracting, it goes down 1. Extends 1. No, it needs to go down 2. Then it goes up 1. I did these tracks backwards and now they're messing with my head. Okay, now we just need to retract. No grab. Slide down, slide up. And then need another riveter. And need B to pull. No, wait, shoot. We need B to retract, but we also need A to push. There we go. That should be better on area. Middle of the pack. Let's go back to the jogging shorts. There we go. That looks better. Middle of the pack on all of them. Improved area. What else did I want to look at? Spring dress. Spring dress I want to do time. I can tell this is a very inefficient solution here. Like all that nonsense. Hmm. I think this part, for this part of the dress, is fine. Question is, what's going on over here? This definitely could be a point where, because we're trying to optimize for time, it might make more sense just do something like this. I guess this is not optimized for area at all, but like that. Don't need that. Don't need that. And get these. Okay. What do I want to do here? Let's do... Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Okay. So let's do extend E. P on a track. I kind of liked this plan. Turn off grab. Doesn't really work, actually. Put E down here. So E will move there. Extend D. Move it. Extend D. Get rid of all this. Get rid of all that. Slide it one. Other direction. Okay. And then so we're trying to optimize for time here. Makes sense to do something like no, that's silly. This is what not caring about any of the other scores does to you. Just this one bespoke arm that reaches out of heaven and pushes that down. I mean, it barely saves any time, but barely is not none. I don't need any of this. This is nonsense. It's like, why? Yeah, why do any of that? This can be here. And then we just need E to retract. Gonna have some serious cleanup to do, but... And then just get one more arm. That's like... How far does E need to go? Get one more arm that's like here. Then this doesn't need to be here. Have that pull it. H. E's really getting in the way. This E is the bane of my existence. So now it can go 2 more? Is that right? So how many more? It needs to go over 6 spaces. So we'd have to like shuffle. Yeah, I think this is probably makes the most sense just to do something like this. Truly an absurd number of arms here. And then I retracts. Perfect. And Then we just need, get rid of F. Just need H to nudge it. Oh, not nudge it. It needs to go 2. I'm going to be disappointed if I get through all this and this is not a improvement on time. I think it is. I think that was an improvement on time. It definitely was. Because before the time was 17. So I'm kind of middle of the pack. I mean, it's still like, with all that nonsense I added, it's still like not the best time. Yeah, several of these steps were pretty sad. I feel like I could at least get another second here. What if I did... Am I overthinking this? It's entirely possible. No, because I need to... I don't know if this will save any time. And it might actually just waste time. So what I want to do is retract E, turn off grab. Okay, do that. Now this can go all in one go. Okay, so that got rid of an arm, but it didn't save any time. Because I removed a turn and then added a turn. This is the part that feels so inefficient. And you know what? I keep like not wanting to have to do it, but I think it's worth it. I'm gonna add one more arm. I've been a good boy. I deserve a little treat. So all this nonsense is happening, once this belt is in place, the extra arm fully extends, welds that, fully retracts, then slides along here. And while that slides, I also slides back one. Oh, F needs to go all the way. We need more runway on this. There we go. And then this just needs to be 2, and this can get rid of. Perfect. So I say 1 more second. I'm happy with that. I'm done. Spring dress. Beautiful. What was the other one I was thinking about? Claw machine. I think it was claw machine and then rice cooker. Those were the 2 I want to finish up on. So this one, especially time and cost, are the big ones here. Oh shoot. Cool. Let's see what my solution is here. Right. Okay. I was like, what am I doing? Why are they just flipping? But yeah, they have to be totally reoriented for it to work. To save on time. Oh, am I gonna have to add another arm on each track? Get rid of all the flipping. I think that's one way to do it for sure. If we just add 1 more arm, like here and here. Doesn't quite work, unfortunately, because if F grabs it here, then it won't be. It'll have to do a little shuffle to. I think what I'm gonna do. First of all, just get rid of these. Let's reconceptualize this. So yeah, the you do kind of have to do the spin, I think. I think I might be overcomplicating it a little bit though. Because what if I did this? So B flips. A flips. Nudge. nudge. Then C flips that. Then we do the same thing again. But this doesn't need to be. A flips. Now we need B flips. There we go. So that part's done. Now let's do the same thing on this side. So this will be D, and then C, and then nudge D, nudge D. Let's combine all this onto 2 tracks here. Not the most organized, but oh, what did I do wrong? So flip. Oh, right. This is E, not. Okay, got that. And then it's just I'm going to have F there to flip the whole thing once I'm ready to put in the final prong. I think just back this up one more. So then we need E, and then nudge D, D flip, nudge D. Is that right? Perfect. No, don't do this yet. So once that's in, this flips back. Okay, I think I have the right concept here. I just want to do these in a different order. This needs D. Yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. And then This is a lot to keep in mind, but I think I have it right. So that flips. We need C to retract. Nope. Off. This is doing nothing. We need F to flip. Put that up here. I like that the flip can happen simultaneously. Oh, this is off for some reason. Okay, wait. No, that's fine. We don't need this flip. We just need F to flip. And then we need D to push forward. And then we're done. There we go. Beautiful. I mean, that's a lot better. Area is still not 100%, but that's a lot better. How would you do area better? Oh, the only time I do F, I could just use B to do what F does. And could I use D to do what C does? So instead, this just needs to be B, push forward, doesn't need to grab, and then B flip. Cool. Okay, but can I use D to do what C does? I don't think so. Nope. Yeah, because D has the other parts in the way. It can't flip the whole gizmo. Can I make D any shorter? No, I can't. Because we need all 4 of those queued up at the same time. Yep. Still. There we go, area. Cost went down. Really happy with that. Beautiful. Okay. Let's do rice cooker. Finish up. This, I think, we need a new one. So, we have feet. We have the controls. The main thing here is just getting all this. So if we just do a flip, that does every single part except the controls right away. Which seems quite nice. Now, one thing. Here's my thought. Put it right over here. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. Hold the phone. So we need to flip it to drill. And then flip it back to put the piece inside of it. So if it's like this, if it's like this and we flip it, we put this right here. Nope. Nope. So retract this, grab off, then flip it back. Then we just need to do something like this. There we go. Seems a lot nicer. Okay, so time, we can get it down. We get one more turn, I bet. Cost I'm happy with, area I'm happy with. Let's just think about how we can do the time in one fewer steps. So let's see. So before we put all this stuff on, oh, but that, just for envisioning this. This is D. And C. Because we can't flip A simultaneously. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Yeah, how does... Yeah, the problem is that it has to be... It feels like it has to be flipped twice. Because you need to flip it completely on like the center axis to attach the legs and handles. But then you have to flip it on the outer axis to drill into the middle and then put it back. And when you put it back, that's when you can slot in the gizmo. Now maybe, so here's what I'm having a hard time with. You could put on... So if you put on the... So for example, you take this out. So the arms and legs are on one side. You flip it like this. It drills out the middle bit. You bring it back. Now those are... Yeah, now you have collision issues. Just look at the... Yeah, time is the one... People are doing it in 4 seconds or 4 turns. Just want to improve the time, and then I think I'll be happy. All right, I paused it for a second to ponder it, and then I was putting things down, and I think I came up with a solution. So I was kind of efficiency brained, but if I'm optimizing for time, I need to not think about like footprint or anything. So I think part of the issue is I was trying to put the controls in the pot and then like have a track move it over 1 pixel to rivet it in. But that's clearly not the best way to do it. So the best way to do it is to just flip the whole thing like onto the controls in a position where they'll get riveted instantaneously, cutting out that final step. I think that I haven't finished the solution yet, so hopefully I'm not overlooking something, but I feel like that's gonna do it. Hopefully. Maybe I'm totally wrong about this, actually. So this is C, flip once. Flip back. Rotate, flip. There you go, 4. Perfect, okay. Glad that came to me. I was like really staring at that. I was like, what? Every single part of this is necessary, but nope, that final step of moving over 1 was not necessary because I was just trying to avoid flipping because obviously the area is a lot worse here, but cool. I'm pretty pleased with that, and I think I'm pleased with a lot of my scores. There's a few that I maybe could go through. Coffee Maker, my time, I didn't, quite get to the peak, but a lot of these I'm pretty happy with. So, yeah, I think I'm going to call Kaizen there. I really enjoyed this game. Like I said, I'm going to probably come back and make, at least one more episode after few weeks when the some more of these weekly challenges come out, so that'll be interesting. But until then, I really enjoyed this. I maybe I'll have to go back and revisit some of the older Zachtronics games. There's a lot of really great gems in that collection, and so that might be a fun next step, go beyond the series. But appreciate it. Thanks for checking out the series if you made it this far. Really appreciate a like and subscribe if you've been enjoying the series, and I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.